I can't be alone in thinking that at Mountain Creek, every single year, you have to work your way back up to the big features and the big lines. The smart, long-term riding career thought process is that you start with the easy stuff that you know, and every year you get you reinforce your skills before you drop into the big jumps and the high consequence gaps. And it's June now. I think that I've definitely been taking more time this year than I did last year to get myself back up to fighting speed. What's up, guys?
Oh shit, this is not good. Look, for a second.
That looks good. All right, guys, have a good lap. I'll see you later.
Yo, should I have an own compassion?
Oh, what's up?
I want to see your video on YouTube.
All right, yeah. I'll post it, man. See ya. And here I am, posting a video, so thanks for the encouragement there. Yeah, man, every year I feel like I almost rush into my progression in the year, and this is my 6th or 7th season, and it's getting to a level where the risk is real now, and I'm starting to have to do risk management, right? And what does that look like for me? At the end of last season, I was starting to learn no-handers. I was sending everything to the moon. I was really, really set on learning suis. And I also still wanted the big side pit jump. But over the winter, I had my first child, and she's amazing. And I don't want to miss a second. So my priorities rearranged, So this season has looked like for me is just working on really boosting jumps and safely getting the maximum out of every single feature. I feel like boosting has unlocked this ability to actually go slower, which is counterproductive. If you had asked me when I was first starting, I'd be like, why would you want to go slower? Well, you get way more air, right? It seems freaking simple, but I really had no concept of how much I was leaving on the table for these jumps. You could ask 1,000 people how to do jumps on a mountain bike, and it seems like the topic has been beat to death, right? But nothing will ever replace just setting up a camera next to a lip that you're comfortable with, hitting record, perhaps with some high FPS, and watching yourself take the lip. When I was learning how to do jumps, I would set up my GoPro next to whatever jump I was comfortable with and just watch my body position when I'm leaving the lip, and watch how I was acting in the air and whether I felt comfortable. And I'd walk back up and take a look at the video and see what actually happened versus what I thought happened. And I feel like what you'll find is that what you think is happening is not what your body's doing, and what you thought your timing was looks different when you see it in slow motion, right? You're gonna think that, yeah, man, I hit that jump perfectly, and you're gonna watch the slow-mo and you're gonna realize, oh, my chest dropped halfway through, and that's why I was rotating forwards, or oh, I bent my knees and I actually was only using about half of the lip, and you still made it. You still made the jump, so you feel good about it. But what you didn't realize you were doing is you were actually squashing the lip, and you weren't getting everything out of it. I feel like every year I hit like a new peak of, oh, I know what I'm doing, and then I have some breakthrough, right? Just lapping lower dominion usually, and I realized that I had no clue what I was doing the entire time. And it's funny because I feel like that's why I like to mountain bike. It's like this constant progression where the skill level is just so high, the skill cap so high, that I don't think there'll be a year where I don't learn something new. And that's what has me coming back, man. That's it. And I think that I have a baby in this room and my wife's right next to me, which is kind of embarrassing. I didn't hear her come in, but that is part of this video now, I think. What I'm getting at is that there's just so much out there to learn that there's bound to be something that you haven't worked on that's within your risk tolerance of what you're willing to lay on the line for the season. And it's okay that, if you set goals for from a previous year that you come into a new season and reevaluate based on your current situation and, you know, what you're willing to put in the line to learn. It's kind of the beauty of this sport that it's so deep and there's so many different techniques that you don't have to pick one. You can change your mind and focus on something else. You're still going to improve.
Oh, my balls. Oh, I just royally nutted myself.
That one.
Oh, my nuts.
Tire tap down.
I like try to get cheeky and like rear tire tap that table, and I hit my ass, and then my entire body got sucked into my back of my seat.
So this year, I really wanted a day where I could just lap Crapshoot, and you know, throw in the other things. Just do a full black jump lap, right? And dial in and focus on what I was doing, and slowly work my way out to this first landing on Crapshoot, because that's the beauty of this big jump here. This first one, it's such a great jump to learn on, because if you have restraints, it's very low consequence. So this was my first lap where I feel like I took it out to the landing. So you've been watching this video with me for about 6 minutes, and a lot of these laps have had me casing that jump over and over again, and you know, I feel like that's the safest way to learn jumps like that. On the other side of that, you have the bottom step up, which, you know, for the past 7 minutes I've been making, because this jump has no other option. You have to make it. It's kind of the beauty of it, and it's also what makes it so terrifying. And I think that's why I have an easier time doing it. You know, you can't work up to it. It's something you just have to do. It's higher consequence. I feel like it's slower, but it's harder to like commit to it because you're coming out of that corner. At the end of last season, I really wanted to figure out what my next steps were, my next progressions were, and how I could really improve, because I was kind of seeing my best time stagnant. Even though I was learning tricks and I was getting better at jumping, I wasn't getting any faster. So it turns out that I'm not great at looking where I want to go. And it's funny, because I definitely preach to the people that I try and teach how to jump that you have to look through the lip to the landing. You focus on the landing, you don't look at the lip, because that keeps your head and your chest pointed in the right direction no matter the size of the lip. But I don't take my own advice at berms, and berms are definitely where I lose the most time and I lose the most confidence. I think we've all taken a spill where you lock the front or you go over the top and it hurts, right? So the conditions at creek are always changing, and you can go from a day like this where it's loose and slippery and there's really only one line of the berm, to a day after the rain where there's just unlimited grip, right? So I really have to start taking it like just like the Crapshoot jump, where I work my way up and I incrementally increase my speed. I think that the biggest hurdle for me, like I said, is going to be vision. So like looking at the entrance to the berm and then immediately switching to the exit and like looking where I want to go. I know that compared to when I was a beginner, I'm much faster on these berms than when I was, but there's still so much room to improve.
Whoa, hell yeah.
Huh?
Full 27.5.
Here, dude.
That's it.
So we'll take.
All right. Thank you.
So here's another great example of a jump where you can kind of incrementally learn it. Although it's not exactly a normal jump, it's the triple on deviant, right? So as you improve on the green trails, you definitely start sending things a little bit longer, and you start sending them to flat. And if you have a downhill bike, you can pretty much chew up most sends to flat. But this deviant triple, when you start getting too much speed, you'll start sending yourself almost to the roller, right? And at a certain point, you just add the extra touch of speed. And if you learn how to, get the max out of the jumps, you'll send it most of the way, right? So that was a most of the way right there. And if you have a downhill bike and you're coming off the lip evenly, it's pretty friendly to case, although it's kind of hard on your bike, right? So just like how you incrementally work your way up on Crapshoot, you can incrementally work your way to that triple, right? So speaking of like my vision in berms, this day, what I found helped me so much was, I was mentally trying to, when I'm coming down this hill, focus on the entrance to the berm, and then once I hit it, switch my vision to the landing.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying. My best time has always been the same here, which is annoying. Like, I'm better, but I'm somehow worse.
Go around it. I'm just gonna follow your lines, man. Okay.
So you could see from that last Crapshoot clip that you end up where you look, and I definitely have struggled with that because I tend to just like blankly stare at the trail. I mean, that sounds stupid, but that sometimes it feels like what I'm doing. Maybe not at jumps. I feel like I'm good at looking at the landing of the jump, but on berms, I'm definitely not doing that. I've been trying to get this triple again this season, and I got it, but it was sketchy. I keep on losing the front end on those berms. So I'm playing it safe, but also sometimes I do stupid crap because my brain goes blank, and I'm like, yeah, I could pull for that, and I kind of do sometimes, and that's normally what bites me, but didn't this time. So it's the end of the day. Me and Andrew were on my bonus lap, and I was feeling really good still. So just tried to send that triple, and I added an extra crank after the rainbow, and I went to the moon. And we'll just take a look at this one.
Ho ho! Holy fucking shit! Holy fucking shit! That was fucking crazy! Holy fucking shit! Holy shit!
What was your plan?
Holy shit!
Yeah, I saw.
That was fucking ridiculous!